I'm Lee Gilbert. I was drafted into the U.S. Army military service June of 1967. Within 6 months of joining the Army, I was on the ground in Vietnam. I have a family history of military service. My great uncle, he served in World War I. My great uncle's sister had 4 boys, of which my dad is one of them. All 4 of them served in World War II at the same time. Serving my country was something that I had seen in my family and my great uncle. And I was in college at the time, but the draft came up. I accepted it. My number came up. I decided that was something I wanted to do. I will tell you that that's a decision that to this day I do not regret. When you go through basic training of Fort Polk, you wonder, well, what's going on here? The war was really kicking up at that point in time, June of 1967. When I went to advanced training, AIT, I never will forget the captain in charge there talking to us how if you were top of your class, you'd probably get assigned stateside or Europe or whatever. I was fortunate. I was top of my class, and I was the first one chosen to go to Vietnam. We got on a bus, literally, and took a 60-mile ride northwest to Cu Chi, Vietnam. As darkness approached, everything got kind of eerie, and you thought, do you know, we might control Vietnam in the daytime. They will control it at nighttime. When I arrived in December, it was dry. The rains came in the spring, and then we had 3 or 4 months walking in 4 to 6 inches of water. It was raining virtually every day, that you were wet 24/7. The sad part about the Vietnamese War was that we lost 58,148. 70% of those were volunteers, 30% were drafted, so these were young men that went to serve their country. Personally, I did not feel that animosity towards the war until I got home. So you'd go to have a drink, bar, first American beer that you'd had since you'd been home, been gone a year, and you'd hear from the back of the room somewhere baby killers or massacres, and you got the sense as a soldier that, hey, you're not really welcome back. When I came back from Vietnam and entered the workforce, finished up my education, one of the things I said to myself, that in the world in which I live, to the amount of influence I can exert, I will never allow my world to look at the soldier as part of the problem. As a veteran, I have to tell you, the Heath 4th of July parade is one of the greatest events that we could ever have. I've been involved in the parade for over 10 years now as a participant, as a veteran who sits on that wagon that's decked out in red, white, and blue, and to get on that, to sit down and to drive down the streets of Heath, Texas, and have people sitting in their lawn chairs along the way cheering and waving flags and saluting veterans. We still have World War II veterans that sit on that wagon, all the way up to guys that have just gotten out of the military. It touches your heart like no other event could ever do.
My name is Lauren Lichty, and I have the honor of serving as the mayor of the City of Heath. And today is always my favorite day of the year in Heath, because it's a day when we all get together as a community and celebrate the independence we have as Americans. Finally, I'd like to join with each of you this year in celebrating the independence of our nation, the freedoms we all enjoy, the liberties we enjoy. In Heath, the greatest city in the greatest county, in the greatest state, in the greatest nation on earth. God bless each of you, and God bless America.
Lakeside Chevrolet is proud to be the host sponsor for all the City of Heath 2015 special events.